EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 73 yards.
Minnesota.
From the 2, here's first and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Colts nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a game.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
At the 41-yard
Play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. Rolling to his right. Complete to Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. 59 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Cousins gives way to Cook. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Number 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Houston on the stop. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Intercepted.
That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
Vikings.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Alexander Madison, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
7.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Simply to Adam Thielen.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle, the Pro Bowl tight end. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 14 there, and a 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rivers. Looking deep for Hilton. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas now to add the PAT. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13.
Ties the game, 13-all. Albert Rosas set to kick off.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And the Vikings.
As the tight end position continues to grow in importance and gain respect, you understand even more why the Vikings selected Irv Smith out of Alabama in 2019 in the 2nd round. They already had a big-time tight end in Kyle Rudolph. But now with Smith, you diversify the offense. You've got 2 big targets who can go down the middle of the field and make big catches. Expect that trend to continue in 2020.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Cousins quickly to Thielen here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Minnesota.
They'll run on It's Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Brought down right at the
second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
For the Viking field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Ready, Black 15. Man, I got you. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Here we go.
1st down, Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Rivers. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A 12-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt.
No good.
So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Rivers hands this one to Matt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
At the 49-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down. Right.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
To Trey Burton.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Rivers. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal, 29 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Cousins. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
And the Vikings first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
2nd and 1.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Tackle made by Mike.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Vikings' 48-yard line.
From the gun, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. Trotting! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Justin Houston.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 45 on 2nd down, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
1st and goal.
He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Colts 1-yard
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The free safety Malik Hooker there in coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. All right. right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that point, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go again. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
For the extra point.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And that'll be marked down as their 1st sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They go right back to Matt. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Rivers. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. One last shot now for Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Got some room at the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Today's final score, Colts 33.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Colts, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
kick it and go, kick it and go. With a step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that, time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Reline with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill. This the highest cruise appeal. Ain't nothing to the heel.